YouTube? This is GalacticGod, and I'm coming at you today with a video to talk about nostalgia in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, with the new Legendary Decks 2 coming out, there's a lot of players out there who have been, given some retrospective on the game, on the anime, on the cards themselves, and I thought now would be a good time to kind of talk about why so many of us have those kind of nostalgic feelings. Now, nostalgia is basically a sentimental longing or wishful affection for the past, typically a period or place with happy personal associations. And for many of us that have been playing the game for quite a long time, we look back at certain formats or cards with this kind of rosy retrospective, thinking about how great that time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Really was. For example, many duelists long for the GOAT format, or maybe Teledad, and recently I've seen a lot of duelists pining over the Dragon Ruler Prime format, talking about how all other formats pale in comparison. Now, having personally lived through many of these formats, I can tell you for a fact that they're not always as great as they seem in retrospect. Many duelists actually rate these past events more positively than they actually rated them when they occurred. Now, surviving through the Dragon Ruler format, I can tell you, it wasn't really a lot of fun when your opponent would drop so many Draco Sacks on you and just completely obliterate your field, and there's nothing you could do really to stop it. Or even during Teledad, when they would drop Dark Arm, lay a field of, Solemn Judgment so you couldn't do anything, coupled with a Stardust and a Goyo or something like that. And even during GOAT format, when you would go second and your opponent would go first and play Pot, Graceful, and then duo your hand away, and then set their Magician of Faith, and then recur one of those spell cards again on their turn. Sometimes things aren't always as great as we remember them or we think about them with. Nevertheless, like many players, I still constantly long for a certain time period in Yu-Gi-Oh! It might not be the same one that you personally associate best with, but I think it happens to all of us at least a little bit. Usually it's either our most successful formats, or maybe it's the ones that we enjoyed playing the most, or maybe we had a lot of friends during that time, it was a place we were at. There's many things that contribute to which period in Yu-Gi-Oh! You hold the most nostalgia for. So for me personally, I've always loved the Synchro Plant format. That is my personal all-time favorite. I thought it was a very creative, very combo-centric one, and I thought it gave way to a lot of different innovations within the game, and it's really the one that I enjoy playing the most. Now, of course, other people might hate that format, or they like one, more for different reasons. I think in the end, all of us hold a certain time period with a certain bit of nostalgia, and I think that that's okay. I think that's normal, especially for us Yu-Gi-Oh! Players. Anyhow, down in the comment section below, remember, let me know what your favorite time period in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is and why. And I guess that's going to do it for now. This is GalacticGod.